Hey guys, today I'm filming the finale for my Project 10 Pan Winter Edition, and I am sad to say that I did not use up everything, which I'm very bummed about. It has been a while since I have not hit my goal on everything, so that's a little bit humbling, but it's good. I still made good progress, and I understand why I didn't finish the things that I didn't finish, but let me show you guys the progress on the items that I had left at my last update, starting with the things that I actually finished. So, as you guys know, I was working on some foil samples of makeup products, and I did finish my two other primers. They're my Farsali product. So the first one is the Unicorn Essence, which I did use as a primer. Didn't do anything for me. Then I used the Rose Gold Elixir as a skincare product. I used it as an oil. I wasn't impressed by either of those. Like, I don't understand why they cost so much. I wonder how well they're even selling anymore. I know how popular they were, just people dropping them on their face in little Instagram tutorials. No, didn't do a thing for me, would not repurchase. Then I used up the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is just their travel size. I was here at the intro, first update, second update, and now it is completely used up. This is not something that I would repurchase. However, I do currently have 3 more of these, so I think I'm just going to try to put them in all of my projects until the end of the year and get them all used up, but just doesn't do anything for me. But it's not a bad product, and I, for some reason, can't give them away because I know it's something I can use up. Like, I never give away setting sprays either, hardly, because I know that I can use them. Then I did use up my deluxe size primer. This is the VDL Lumi Layer Primer. I love the scent of this one. It gives a beautiful light pinky glow to the skin. I ended up falling in love with this primer, and again, this is not something that's made for my skin type, but it didn't make me too oily. And I wear such full coverage makeup, I don't even know if it makes a difference. I don't think it's able to shine through that glow, but for some reason I just really love it. I do have another mini of this I will happily use up, but it's not something I repurchase. It is very expensive, and I do have the Becca Backlight Priming Filter that I really enjoy as well. That is a glowy primer, but I was surprised by how much I like this one. So I would definitely recommend you guys check this out if you're interested. I know Hannah Louise Poston has been raving about it, and really, my friend Jean had given me this, and I was like, oh, I have a lot of primers, I don't know if I need it. And then after Hannah raved about it, I tried it, and I ended up really liking it too. The next product actually took me a very long time to use up, and that would be this foil sample of the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. And this is in the shade 1.10. This was completely full. This took me weeks, like 3 weeks, I think, to get through, which is crazy. This is a very full coverage foundation, so I was able to just use a light amount of product, and I did end up mixing this a little bit with something else that was actually a little bit darker because this is a little light for my skin. This is a nice foundation. It does have like a medium buildable to full coverage. It has more of like a satin finish. It's a good foundation. I did enjoy it. I don't like the packaging of their full-size product. Like, I get the gimmick of it, but it seems messy to me, so not something I would repurchase. But I was really happy that I got to test it out, and for a long period of time. I was surprised how long that sample lasted me. So you're supposed to like squeeze the product out of here, which I did for a while, and then once I really couldn't get much out that way, I just cut the corner and like did this to get it all out. And then I had my last foil sample. So these are the Buxom Wanderlust blushes. At my last update, I had used up Dolly, and over this past month, I used up the shade Mykonos. And these samples are actually really pigmented, so I was able to get a lot of use out of them. Really enjoyed these. They're very pigmented. I love the colors, and they look beautiful on the skin. My friend Jean actually is decluttering the Dolly shade, and she's going to send it to me. So I'm going to try that out to make sure that I like that formula, because it's really hard to tell how accurately this sample represents the formula of the product. So I'm hoping that I love it, and if I do plan on purchasing the Mykonos shade because it is a very beautiful, and I know people really raved about this blush formula, and I do see why, and the colors are super beautiful, so I'm really happy that I got that sample and was able to try them out. And then lastly, I did have the setting spray I added in last month. This is the Tarte Stay Spray Setting Spray. It did spray out quite nicely. It has more of like a sweet candy scent to it. It's not bad, but it's a little bit too sweet for me, so it's not something I would repurchase because of the scent. But as far as the setting spray goes, it was a nice product. Next, I have one eye product I used up, and that would be the Mally Shadow Stick Extra in Autumn Shimmer. So at my last update, I told you I had scooped out all of the remaining product, and I put it in a little sample jar, which is now completely cleared out. I almost wish I had put it in the jar sooner, because once I had it all mush up in there, it made it even more creamy and easy to apply on my lids. This is not something that I would repurchase because I don't love the Mally formula. Now mine was cracked a little bit on the lid, so maybe that made mine dry out a little bit, but it wasn't as creamy as I would have liked it to be. I do prefer the formulas from The Balm and Laura Mercier over this one, so I won't buy any more, but it feels awesome to have one used up out of my collection because I've actually had this in other projects before and it's lasted me a really long time. For lip products, the first thing I used up was something I added in last month. This is the Fresh Sugar Advanced Therapy Lip Treatment, and I had started out right here, so I had that much left and I have completely used it up. I really enjoy getting these lip balms in Sephora Plays because I know how expensive they are and I do enjoy them, but the minis break way too easily. It's very annoying. They can be very messy. I've heard the full sizes don't break like that, but they're just way too expensive of a lip balm. My EOS stick lip balms work just as well. They're $2.50, $3, something around there, and they're really good. So I wouldn't buy one of these in the full size. I wouldn't even buy the mini kits, but anytime I have a chance to get this as a freebie, I love to. It's a very thin, smooth formula. I don't feel like it's the most hydrating for my lips, but I do like it. And they do have, most of them have like a nice light, like all of them have different scents, but they each have like a little bit of like a base of like a light lemon, like a light sweet lemon, which is really nice. And I did also use up my lipstick. This is the Tarte Color Splash lipstick in Set Sail, which is a beautiful mauvey pink color. A lot of people are really in love with these lipsticks. The packaging, gorge, but I'm not in love with them because they're just like a basic cream finish lipstick. I do enjoy them, but I don't feel the need to buy any in the full size. So let me show you my markings. So we have intro, first update, second update, and now we are all done, which is super exciting. I feel really happy to have this used up out of my collection. Even though it was a mini, it was very challenging for me to use up because I'm not very good at reapplying lip products throughout the day. So those are all the things that I finished completely, and there are 4 products that I did not hit my goal on, which is sad. 4 is too many. If it would have been just 1, okay. 4, too many, but I'm happy that I added in replacement products and I still used up a decent amount of things, but it's just kind of sad. So the first thing is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and I finished this one up, but then like a couple weeks ago I decided that I wanted to put one of these in each of my projects this year because I do have 4 of them. So I started out right here. I've been using this the past couple weeks and I am now down to here. So this is something I'm going to roll over into my spring project pan to finish it up all the way. Then, very sad, I have my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I told you guys in my last update I decided not to repress it, and here is what it looks like. I've actually made a lot of progress on this. The past month I've been using this to bronze and to contour. To bronze, I use a big duo fiber brush, so it's just picking up like a light amount of product. But to contour, I'm using more of a dense brush, and I was concentrating around the edges. Now, no little bits cracked off, so this is like total just true usage, which I'm very proud of. I will try to make like a little collage pic of stills from each of the videos. I wish I had taken pictures, but I didn't. But I actually really expanded the pan quite a bit, which I'm very happy about, and I'm hoping I can maybe use this one up next year. I absolutely love this bronzer. It's a great, great color for me and a nice formula, so I am very sad I didn't use it up, but I'm not quite surprised, and I am hoping I will finish a few bronzers this year, but unfortunately this was not one of them. Then I do have an eyebrow product. This is the Anastasia Brow Definer in the shade taupe, and this is all that I have left, which is just a tiny little chunk. So I will show you guys my progress line. So we've got intro, first update, second update, and finale. So just a little bit left. I had been using this every single day, so you know, I couldn't have made more progress on it if I tried. So this is something I will also roll over into my spring project pan to finish completely. I do like this a lot, but I do prefer the Maybelline Total Temptation and the Benefit Goof Proof, and I would buy both of those over this one, so I won't repurchase it, but it's been something great to work out of my collection. The next product was the Anastasia eyeshadow in Buon Fresco. This is something I had repressed from the Modern Renaissance palette. I used it a handful of times in this project. I almost wish I hadn't put it in at all. I might as well not have, because I barely used it, which is a shame, but it is a really pretty color that I do enjoy. And the last product I'm so sad about, this is my Buxom Full-On Lip Polish in Dolly. I'm down to here. I just did not do a good job of reapplying it. Now, I did do better this month than I have any of the other updates. So again, we've got intro, first update, second update, and finale. So I do have a little bit more than half of the product left. This is something I definitely want to finish next year. I do love the Buxom lip creams a lot. I think they have a lot of beautiful shades. It's a great formula that I am. And I like this color. I'm happy to have it, but I am sad I did not use it up. So those are the 4 things I did not hit my goal on. I would like to finish out this video by showing you the things that I used up in previous updates and letting you know whether I would repurchase them or not. If you're wanting more details, definitely check out my updates. So we have a little travel size of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. No. The First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. No thank you. I have other things I prefer. Then I had the Tarte Face Tape Foundation in 12S Fair Sand. I do already have a full size of this that I very much enjoy. Then we have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation in 12B Fair Beige. Didn't like the color or the formula for me. Then we've got the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Loose Powder. Was a no for me, dog. Then we've got 4 setting sprays. The Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1. The Bare Minerals Dew Mist. The Dermalogica Antioxidant Hydra Mist. And the Urban Decay All Nighter. Out of these 4, my favorite is the Urban Decay, and this would be the one I would repurchase. The Too Faced and Dermalogica were just okay. I do not recommend the Bare Minerals at all. It was like a glitter bomb on my face. No ma'am. And I will run through the little foil samples really quickly as well. It Cosmetics by Undereye Concealing Pot. No. The Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. Wanted to love it, but I didn't. The Smashbox Primerizer Primer. Yes, really enjoyed that. The Farsali Skintune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. I would like to try this again. I wasn't able to get that many uses out of it. The Dermablend Instagrip Jelly Primer was a maybe. I did like it. The Tarte Double Duty Beauty Base Tape Hydrating Primer. Fell in love with. I actually would repurchase that one. Then we have the Jouer Essential High Coverage Foundation in Warm Ivory. It had expired, so I wasn't able to really try it out much, but it almost had too much coverage, and I love a cake face, but it was a little too cakey for me. And this was just like another sample of the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation, which I already told you I would not probably purchase, but it wasn't bad. So guys, let me count up how many deluxe products that I had actually used up in this project. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I am going to count the foundation as 16 because I got 3 weeks worth of products out of here. So 16 products. That is pretty good. I can feel pretty happy about that. We're still off to a good start. I need to not get so upset about the fact that I did not hit my goal on 4 products. So I'm hoping my spring project pan will go just as well, if not even a little bit better. We will see. That will be coming your way very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I would love to know if you guys are doing any project pans currently on your channel or on your Instagram. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.